a podcast to honor the gods.
This better come with a sacrifice.
Dave X Media.
Are you ready, Freddy Spaghetti?
Mom Spaghetti. I don't know.
Do you even know the whole song? Listen, hey, Charlie, to psych up to a bit that we did a few episodes back. Hey, did you do your homework?
No, I haven't.
Charlie, do you remember what your homework was?
I remember now because
What
I
is
can
it?
remember when we come on the pod, but I do not remember as soon as we stop recording and we leave the call.
All right, so Charlie gets 5 demerits for not listening to Freebird.
That was my homework like several episodes ago.
Yes,
So-
but hey, you know what? You know what fans of a podcast love? A joke that pays off after several episodes. Roll the intro credits! The bits, the bits, the bits, the bits, the bits. Welcome to The Bits, hosted by your favorite jam buds, Robert.
And Charlie!
Hey, Charlie, guess what?
Happy birthday, Robert! Is it
Shit,
your birthday?
actually, at the time of recording, my birthday is in 5 days, so you know what?
It
yeah.
is. I
fuck.
remembered that because you were like, "Hey, we're gonna be recording like right after what is it like Lesbian Visibility Day / week apparently."
Yes.
And you were like, "Wow, I can't believe I came after the lesbians."
Shout out to the lesbians. Second best can only come after the first best, and that's the lesbians. Shout out to you. Shout out to the lesbians. So yeah, holy shit, this is. This episode's gonna come out like a month after my birthday, so it doesn't matter. But like, yeah, damn, that's just how it be. Anyway, we're looking today at season 2, episode 23 of Steven Universe. We're looking at Steven's Birthday, which premiered January 5th, 2016.
Which for some reason on Hulu, it's like, this is actually the beginning of season 3. And I'm like, no the fuck not, Hulu. You stop lying to me. You gotta stop doing this.
Whoever I was mooching their Max subscription off of stopped paying for it, so I no longer have Max, which sucks because
Steven's not on Max anymore, so it doesn't matter.
I know it's not on Max anymore, but also there's this show that people are talking about called The Pit. That's very good, and it's like a hospital show. And I have a couple of friends who are like, we watch it, and we do a lot of like talking about it, and like we're like going to interview like people of the cast. I'm like, cool shit. I should watch the show at some point, and I still haven't because I don't have Max. I might have to sail the way of a pirate.
Well, that streaming service does have the gay pirates, so right? Yeah, that has the gay pirates. That's Max, right?
Oh god, I'm trying to remember the name of the show. Fucking Black Sails? No, Black Sails is different.
No, not Black Sails. The happier one.
Happier, quote unquote. Oh fuck, this is gonna bother the piss out of me. I don't know what it's called. It'll come back to me at some point throughout the show.
It's the Taika show.
Yeah,
it's that one.
Our Flag Means Death. There we go.
There we go. I didn't remember either. I was just like, it's the gay pirate show. That's what I
Gay
know it
pirate
as
show.
at this point.
Woo! All right, but before we continue on with our gay space rock show, hey Charlie, did the postman bring us any post?
Other than Darian's wonderful post from last time.
Charlie, tears aren't selling anymore. You got to up your game, my guy.
Okay, I'm gonna start threatening the listeners then. How dare you people? I can't threaten them.
I need you to just say like 10 seconds of words. I'm just gonna like bleep every other word so it sounds like you're threatening them and I'm just censoring you.
I can't actually threaten the people. I'm too nice for this.
Yeah,
sorry.
Sure you are. What they need to do is physically manifest. What they need to do is physically manifest in front of you so you can show off that black belt skill and kick their butts.
True. This is true. I'll do that. That sounds more fun.
So, no mail. Hey guys, send us mail. It's probably not going to come up so easily in this episode, but hey guys, fascism bad. If that's it, I believe we can start looking at this episode.
Hey yo, guess what? We're still at the barn because we're just gonna continually be at the barn
We're
for
just like at the
till
barn
the end
for
of
a
the
while.
season.
Yeah.
We're just at the barn forever now. But hey, they're decorating. It's super cute. I love the banner that's the same color as Steven's shirt. And like the balloons that are the same color as his shirt. And Peridot's there in the background, just like, I'm working on the drill. I'm trying to save humanity, actually. And she does not want to join the party, which makes me kind of sad. Like, I get it. Parties, you. But also, celebrate Steven, your best friend in the whole wide world. Your only friend.
Only friend, yeah. So lovely little birthday.
Then again, she's never seen a birthday. She wasn't there for the birthday episode before. She doesn't know the significance. We should have gotten Phoebe on for this one, actually.
Maybe honestly we should have, but we didn't because we're homophobic.
I mean, she also requests episodes specifically, so we would have had to be like, "Hey, Phoebe, come back. It's birthdays."
Especially since Phoebe was not last year, but was here for Too Many Birthdays.
Exactly. All right, so Connie is visiting. Also, so is Greg, because she needed a ride. But this is great. Everybody's at Steven's birthday party. It's so good. He offers her a durian juice. And I love it. She's in the cute little hat again. We love this cute little sun hat of hers. I'm obsessed with it. If you're not obsessed with it, you're not a Connie lover. I don't know what to tell you. This is where we get the very important conversation where Connie learns that Steven is 14 because Greg's like, happy birthday, Steven. My boy is 14. Can't believe it. Oh my goodness.
Happy birthday, Stuball.
What?
And it just turns out that, Connie's amazed. She's like, you're 14. You're older than me. I'm only 12 and 3/4. I'm like, yeah, that's how age works. Sometimes people are going to be older than you. So was she under the assumption that she was older than Steven? Is this what I'm
assuming that she was. My question is, how old did she think Steven was? Like, that's the real question. Because, I mean, as we find out like 5 seconds later, Steven kind of stagnated after 8 years old.
Yeah.
So does she think that Steven is 8? Or does she just think he's like, 11 or 12 because she's like 12 and 3/4?
12 and 3/4. That's like such a kid thing to do. I remember being a kid and being like, oh my God, I'm 12 and 3/4. Oh my God, I'm almost a teenager.
Let's see, how many quarters am I?
Oh my God. All right, well, Charlie figured out math. I'm going to have an existential crisis about how I edge closer and closer to my 30s.
Yeah. I can't. I don't want to do math. I already tried to help a child do math today, and I definitely made it worse for them.
After excusing herself, because like, hey, they're like, hey, we got Connie's like, hey, I'm gonna go talk to Greg privately. Connie's like, hey, should we be concerned that Steven hasn't grown? And Greg is like, I don't know what's happening. Like, gems don't age. He's half gem, so it's maybe some kind of weird shit. Steven overhears this conversation, and Greg and the gems are like, hey, go into the barn. Lamau, birthday time.
Okay, but there's a joke here. When Connie showed up, she was like, oh yeah, my parents would only let me stay over like here for the weekend if they gave me so much medical equipment. And she excuses herself and is like, hey, Greg, why don't I teach you how to use the defibrillator. Nope, can't say the word. Defibrillator.
I was expecting this. They mentioned it like 3 times. I'm like, oh, so this is Chekhov's defibrillator. Like, it's going to be used at the end of the episode. No,
but like, I love how she like learns Steven's age and is like, I'm gonna go. Let's learn how to use that, Greg, because I'm about to have a heart attack.
Rip in the spaghetti.
Like, there's a joke there that I chuckled at this time watching.
Rip. So just before he goes into the barn, Steven is like trying to hang up a birthday banner, and Amethyst is like, oh dude, let's just stretch your limbs and then you'll be able to hang the banner. And then Greg comes up to Steven, he's like, here's your birthday crown and your cape. It's time to go in the barn, and we're gonna give you a surprise later. And then in the barn, Steven's like, should I shapeshift so I can look older?
Put on the birthday crown and the cape. I'm so upset.
Yeah, because he's 14 now, and that's not cool when you're 14.
But we set it up that like he was gonna do that in so many birthdays. They give it to him in this episode, and we never get the payoff for Steven wearing that on his birthday. It just makes me so sad. The only time we see Steven wearing it is old man Steven.
Rip. And so now, hey, surprise, Steven, come out of the barn. And Steven now is taller because he has the magic in him.
He's got the magic in him.
Thank you.
Hey. And Connie just like is like, huh? I think
What?
I love how this is just the episode of traumatizing Connie specifically. Because at first she's like, oh my god, he's older. I didn't expect that. Wait, gems can age differently. And then he all of a sudden has he literally is like, I had a magic growth spurt, wink wink. And then I feel like Connie should be worried this entire episode. Like, oh shit, he could have a magical growth spurt at any time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, in a couple of minutes, she's like, oh my god, I'm so glad that we can grow up together. And I'm like, dude, you should be more worried that he could just have magical growth spurts.
I would be more worried that he'd be like effectively immortal, because the gems are also kind of effectively immortal TM.
That too. I'm assuming we've all seen the terrifyingly sad fan arts of,
Immortal Steven AU.
Immortal Steven, old Connie, young Steven, and or the Stevani that has been fused forever because Steven won't let go of Connie is really sad.
Rip.
Can fan artists please stop? It makes me so upset.
I don't think they can. I think they have a lot of angst. So that's just how they do. That's just how they be, because they're angsty motherfuckers.
Me too.
Yeah. So Connie gives Steven a gift, and I love how it's like, oh, Steven, no, it doesn't actually have a bow on it. It's just made to look like I spent multiple hours wrapping your gift, which honestly I need. I hate wrapping gifts.
I mean, I never wrap things with a bow, but like, I do like wrapping things with wrapping paper. That is kind of fun to me. If it's in a box shape, at least. If it is not a box shape, then it's going in a fucking bag and it's going to look awful, because fluffing the tissue paper, it just always looks terrible. It looks like I didn't try, and I do try so hard.
There is like a way to do it properly, quote unquote, that Mac taught me how to do once. That is your scheduled Mac talk
Mac,
for this episode.
teach us how to do this. Teach us everything.
That's your scheduled Mac mention for the episode. Take your shot and cross it off on your bingo board.
Also, Steven is having cookie cake.
Cookie cake. It's super duper yummy.
I was thinking about that. I'm just like, I mean, we see that it's like just a normal cake, but it should be a cookie cat cake, personally, I think.
I will say that I recently celebrated my birthday with family because we would not be available all together on my actual birthday. So we had a little get together, and I wanted ice cream cake. I'm turning 28 years old and I still wanted ice cream cake. So fuck it, we ball.
I was going to say, should we save this for the question? But listen, I prefer ice cream cake to all other cake types.
Same. I like most other cakes too. Like, I'll eat a red velvet or I'll eat a chocolate cake or whatever, but like, I really like ice cream cake.
I don't think that has an age limit though. Like,
yeah, no.
But I was always the kid who preferred when we got the football ice cream cakes, specifically because they have like the chocolate crumbly things.
Yeah.
Like how they do the football ice cream cakes, they just taste better to me.
So Steven got a shirt. It doesn't fit so well, but he kind of rocks it the way I rock a lot of button-up shirts, where I just like leave it open while I wear a fashionable little shirt.
I know. We didn't even mention Steven's been wearing like a crop top this whole episode, and like cropped pants. Like
let him live his truth. Let him live his truth.
He didn't change his outfit. I'm glad it still works for him. You know.
He grew tall, not wide. So his pants and his shirt fit in the wide, but they don't fit so well in the tall.
Yeah. Also, Amethyst, we forgot Amethyst made a joke about his neck.
Oh, hey, you have a neck. I can see it now.
Yeah. That's do you remember that meme? There was like a meme about the Steven Universe the movie poster with Steven and his neck.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Those were the good old fucking days. Later on, they're playing a game of badminton, and Amethyst shoots the racket far away. And I agree with what Pearl said, where she's like, if you hit it, you retrieve it, or whatever the fuck she gets, you get
Correct.
it. But Connie's like, nah, I'm a good sport. I'll go get it. And she's too short to get it. But Steven's like, I'm tall boy. I can get it. And so he does, and Connie leaves.
This is so weird now. Like, their dynamic is so weird because he's trying to impress her now. Like, he's trying to act older for her, and it's like, Steven, she's not even 13.
Brother, chill the fuck
Bro,
out. Sadie
she's
Kane,
baby.
anyone?
Stop being so horny, bro.
Sadie Kane, anyone? Any Kane Chronicles fans here in the bits? No. So after Connie leaves, Steven's arm starts to shapeshift back to his original form, but Steven forces it back. And in the evening, they're all dancing, and Garnet's like, now a song for the birthday boy and his best friend. And she knows they like each other.
This episode is too horny for these two small children.
Little bit. Connie makes some jokes talking about Steven's age and height and tells him that it's like funny. Steven becomes uneasy and nervous, so he excuses himself to go take a break. He runs behind the barn and shapeshifts back, and he's like, whew.
Like, like, just take a breather for yourself for a second.
Every party I've been to recently, I need like 10 minutes to like just chill on the couch, if there's a couch or something, and like be on my phone and like turn off my brain so I can function as a person again. And then I function as a person again for as long as I need to.
Remember that time that you fell asleep on Erica's couch? I remember that.
Yeah, that was fun. Hell yeah. Listen, Erica's couch was comfy, and I was comfy, and so I took a nap. I was driving everyone around. I think I deserved a little nap.
You were. You absolutely deserved that. I just still think it was funny because we were all there, and we're all just like, is Robert alive?
Nope, Robert's dead. So Steven runs back behind the barn to shapeshift back to normal. He's like, "Whew, I'm so glad I did that away from people and no one saw." In front of Amethyst and Greg, who saw this, and I love the drawing styles because it's like very kind of almost chibi, but like comedic chibi.
Yeah, and they're just like about to bring up a pinata, and they're so concerned. Like, you cannot be stressing yourself out all day. We literally had like a setup and a payoff for this within the entire episode of like, when Amethyst introduced the stretching thing to Steven, she was like, hey, come on, figure out if this is like, if I'm doing it the right way, because I can't hold this forever. And it's like, that's the entire episode, like right there.
Foreshadowing, we love it. But Steven's like, oh, you know what? I'm half human, so maybe it'll work differently. Connie, he then goes to like be under the stars with Connie, and they're like pointing up, making up constellations. And Connie says the cutest out-of-pocket shit ever. She's like, I'm just happy that I have someone to grow up with. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. And then Steven stresses the fuck out and shapeshifts into an infant.
Yeah, just a little bit stressful that he just like is gone. That's a baby. I do love the dog copter constellation though. That was very cute.
What is it? Canis helicopterus? Something like that?
Yes. That's the Latin term for dog copter, if you didn't know.
I don't think they had helicopters in ancient Rome, so I don't think they could have a Latin word for it. That being said, Latin has continued on as a language after Rome, and there are words for like television in Latin now because people update the language.
Yeah, okay. I did in fact take Latin in college for 2 semesters as my...
What are you? Who are you? Mike Schubert?
No, he took it in high school. But
Damn, I got out Mike Schubert.
I took it in college so that I would not have to speak the language specifically, because I was like, at a college level, you're gonna have to speak it. And then my teacher was like, hey, I go to these conferences every so often where we all just speak Latin to each other, so I'm gonna try to introduce that. It did not work very well with our class. It happened like twice. But she was like, yeah, we come up with words for like what these new things mean and everything. And I'm like, this is insane. This is a dead language.
There's a guy on TikTok I follow who's like, yeah, Latin is still spoken by thousands of people every day or whatever, and they need to come up with new words for computer and telephone and pop concert or whatever. It's fun. So Steven's a baby now. He's confused. He's crying. Connie shows Steven to Greg and the gems. I love how Garnet tries to calm Steven down, doing a little like eye trick and like going, meh, meh, meh. It's cute. It's adorable. I love Garnet and Steven. The best parental pair in the show. Sorry, Greg.
Yeah. And then we try to give it, I love Amethyst tries to give it to Pearl, and Pearl's like, nope, can't do it. Not after the last time.
This is low-key foreshadowing 3 gems and a baby.
It absolutely is.
Even
how can you I love how it's foreshadowing even though it's a flashback, but yes. So Greg's idea is driving always calmed baby Steven down before, and he was the one who actually took care of baby Steven. So he's gonna take a drive, him and Connie and Steven and Amethyst as the baby seat, because we needed a baby seat and nobody had one.
Yeah, and then Steven shits himself, and Amethyst is like, baby Steven needs to get changed. I'm like, damn, it's no longer piss sugar, it's shit sugar.
Listen. Okay, you know what, Robert? I know we hate on the piss and the poop jokes, but now I am working with the age demographic for like this and also like Percy, and the amount of piss
Do they
and
find
shit
it
jokes
funny? Oh god.
that these children make, and I'm just
maybe,
like, that's
maybe,
so not funny.
maybe
me.
Rick is just the smartest author of us all. Even though
I
you
don't
and I are not
know.
Polish
I
authors,
don't know.
it'd be like
What
that.
is it? Why did these school
So
children like these jokes? Anyway.
I don't know. I'm not a small child. I haven't been one for many years. They're trying to calm him down. Connie's like, I'm going to be by Steven's side no matter what, which seems to calm him down. The next morning, they're like in the tent, and Connie wakes up to see Steven's shirt on the floor, and she's like, oh fuck, he shrunk too much. I can't find him. He's a zygote now.
This is the best joke. He's reverted back to a zygote. And then she leaves the tent, and oh my god, it's Steven. He's wearing the new shirt that she bought him, and it fits now. He's back to normal. Yay.
It's funny how this is almost his Steven Universe future outfit. Like it's like the prototype to it.
Is it?
Pink button up with his star shirt. Like the star shirt just needs to become a black shirt, and then boom, that's like the
He doesn't wear a
prototype of
button
the
up.
Huh?
He wears a jacket. He wears the Letterman.
Yeah, but still, it is a pink.
Okay.
It's a pink like over shirt on his regular star shirt. Like it's the prototype to the Steven Universe future outfit.
I mean, I guess. Yeah. We should get more Steven in crop tops though. I feel like that's the way they should have gone.
Going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
What?
Stop putting children in crop tops. Jail.
People should wear crop tops more often if they want to.
Jail.
Either that or he needs a star cut out in his shirt like his mom did.
Jail.
The star cut out.
Jail. Anyway, he reveals how when he was an infant, he was like, hey, I fucked up. I was scared. I'm sorry. I just wanted to look and feel older for Connie. But she's like, nah, my guy, you can stay the way you are. That's the lesson we take away from this, folks. Be yourself, whoever that is.
Be yourself.
And then the iris closes on the gems and Greg and everyone being happy, and it closes on Connie's face. The end. If I could begin to do something that does right by you. Except there was no fucking end theme song. I love this song so much, and it hasn't been there for like the past few episodes.
Yeah, it's sad. Hey, Robert, you know what will make you happier? Why don't we go to the Crystal Temple?
For some Crystal Temple trivia? Oh shit, motherfucker! In Cartoon Network Asia, this episode was included in the Turn It Up Loud promo, where they waited to air the episode a day before Steven's actual birthday, August 14th, since the promo only affects weekends.
For Steven's birthday, the Gems made him a cookie cat-shaped chocolate and vanilla birthday cake. I did not see that. I could not tell it was cookie cat-shaped, but okay. With
Cookie
a red
cat.
1 candle
yummy.
and a blue 4 candle, resembling how Garnet was going to tell Steven how Ruby and Sapphire became crystal gems. I need to find a picture of this now because I don't remember it being cookie cat shaped. But maybe I'm just blind.
Cookie cat. It's super duper yummy. Steven's voice, when he increases his height, is the normal voice of his voice actor, just like in Garnet's universe. Yeah, I definitely noticed it sort of turning into what Zach's voice sounds like more in Steven Universe Future.
Yeah, that's just his voice.
That's just his voice at that point.
Greg's first meeting with the Crystal Gems occurred when he was 22. Yeah, it did, apparently.
Greg's photo album shows that Steven has not biologically aged since he was 8. So many birthdays reveals that his physical age is tied to his mental age and or maturity. When he felt old, his body responded to it. Simply put, Steven's body is only as old as he feels. So I guess he feels like he's 8 years old.
Yeah, I guess he does. It is canonically confirmed that Greg raised Steven, previously stated in an in-character interview. Okay, I am seeing the cake. It is vaguely shaped like a cat, but it is easy to miss.
At the San Diego Comic-Con 2016 Steven Universe panel, Rebecca Sugar confirmed that Steven's birthday is August 15th, the same day as Steven Sugar, the inspiration for Steven.
Hey, Robert, did you know there's another fictional character who shares that birthday that you've covered on a podcast before? Henry Mills from Once Upon a Time.
two different then little boys, now men, played characters in two things I've covered podcasts on that both have the same birthday. If I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have it two nickels. Weird that happened twice.
They're both Leos, just like me and Percy Jackson. It's just a Leo party over here.
No, stupid. I'm Leo, you're Percy.
Correct. That's the correct joke to make. The album that Greg pulled out of the box had the same album cover of Estelle's Shine with the artist instead of being named. With the artist instead of, this is a terrible sentence. With the artist is named Stella instead of Estelle, blah, blah, blah. It breaks the fourth wall. Anyway.
One of the posters inside Greg's van is titled Pet Rock, with what appears to be a dog playing guitar that bears a striking resemblance to KK Slider from Nintendo's Animal Crossing franchise. My boy.
I love that. That's so good. When Steven offers Connie durian juice, he pulls the juice boxes from Hammer Space. What? A relatively common occurrence in cartoons, comics, and games where characters are playing all sorts of things. Guns disguised as matches, bombs, anvils, mallets from behind their backs or just off screen. I mean, I guess he did. I didn't even notice that, actually.
First of all, I've said it before on the podcast that I have dreams that I think are predictions of the future, and I'm currently having it right now because I quickly Googled if durian juice is actually a thing. It kind of is. And
we should have some durian juice. I want to know what that tastes like.
I feel like I would puke. I do not want to try durian juice, but I will do anything for content. Most anything.
Someday we're gonna have to do some, Steven Universe food content. I think that's just gonna be it. We're gonna get together for a weekend. We're gonna make some Steven Universe food.
Fuck it, BRB. I'm on my way.
We need to make a cookie cat. I'm
on my way. The durian juice from an indirect kiss is seen again. And now for Charlie's favorite section.
Continuity? Steven's birthday suit from so many birthdays is seen again. Still hate that it's called his birthday suit.
Steven is shown to use his age manipulation powers again. Once again, it was a disaster as in so many birthdays. Except it works in reverse this time. So instead of aging him so old he nearly dies, it ages him backward until he's an infant. He's also shown to have more control over his shape-shifting powers.
That he is. When baby Steven, Connie, and Greg are in the van, the song Let Me Drive My Van Into Your Heart can be heard as Steven started to like it in Laser Light Cannon.
Connie is still training with Pearl as she was in Sworn to the Sword.
Greg and Connie do their human beings high five as they did in We Need to Talk.
The Parabot can be seen in the background of the barn, foreshadowing the events of Message Received.
Steven is later seen wearing the pink shirt again in Kevin Party.
And from this episode onward, Connie no longer wears her glasses frames.
Yeah! No more glasses! No more glasses! We say as we're both wearing glasses.
Hell yeah, I love having terrible fucking vision. I once considered getting LASIK surgery, and then I got a TikTok that's like, yeah, like 30% of LASIK surgery people end up getting their eyes fucked up even more, like even worse than before they got LASIK. So I'm like, oh cool, I'm not rolling that dice. Sucks to be you. Here's $10 to your GoFundMe. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure my mom is just like, oh, I would totally get LASIK surgery, but I would still have to wear glasses for the rest of my life anyway, because her eyes are that bad. So, rip.
And now it's time for our Pearl Point. Charlie, who are you giving your Pearl Point to?
I mean, cookie cake? Cookie cake.
I hope it was super duper yummy. I'm giving it to this dog playing a guitar that's in Greg's van. That looks like KK Slider. I love him.
As you should, honestly. That was a very good trivia.
And then the question is just going to be what? Birthday cake? What's your favorite flavor of birthday cake? I love ice cream cake.
Yeah, I mean, we've already answered the question, but like, what's your favorite flavor of birthday cake? Do you like ice cream cake? Do you like cookie cake? Do you like regular cake? I also do love a red velvet.
You're a red velvet.
But I'm not a cream cheese frosting person. And maybe that's just heretical, but I like regular buttercream, so I'm boring.
Cookie cat. It's super duper yummy. Cookie cat is good for your tummy.
Yeah.
Cookie cat.
Cookie
he
cake.
committed crime. No, cookie cake committed crimes.
Hey, Robert.
Hey, Alfredo.
If every podcast were perfect,
we wouldn't have the bits.
Bye.
Bizers. You can follow this podcast socials at thebitssupod on Instagram and Tumblr. You can send a message to our Diamond Line through thebitssupod@gmail.com. If you'd like to support us financially, join us at our Patreon, patreon.com/thebitsu. By becoming a patron, you can join the Deus Ex Media Discord server, where you'll be able to chat with us and other listeners about Steven Universe, or whatever else. Our $5 patron tier also gets you access to Steven's Room, our monthly bonus show. There, we'll be talking about a wide variety of topics, which usually have something to do with Steven in some way. No promises.
You can check out our merch store, The Bits SU, on Redbubble to find custom designs made by yours truly. Or if you cannot or do not want to support us financially, we'd really appreciate a rating, a review, or even letting your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. It really helps. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws.
You can find me, Robert, at the Damn Meme Page on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky. If you want to have more from me, check out my YouTube channel, also called The Damn Meme Page, where I make videos mainly about Percy Jackson, but also sometimes other fun stuff. The Bits is proud to be a part of Deus Ex Media, which features great podcasts like Content and Capable that follow Sam as he tries to figure out what it truly means to adult.
Have you ever gotten so distracted in Stardew Valley that you forgot to sleep? Have you realised that you have a whole room in your house full of dolls? Or have you even bored your friends to sleep talking about your passion? Well then, Content Capable is the podcast for you. Join me, Sam, as I chat to people passionate about what they do, asking questions about how they fell in love with their passion, what they do, and how it interacts with their day-to-day lives. Catch the podcast every Monday as I find out what makes someone tick, all while gleaning interesting and insightful life lessons along the way. There'll be laughs, a bit of crying, a whole lot of conversations, and we learn just a little bit more about the world around us.
Deus Ex Media.